Looks to send, going for a long ball, trying to play it over the top for Butler. He's in a foot race for it, gets a touch on it, wins it, taking it to the touchline, and has it knocked away by the defense. That was Hakeem Reed back there to defend. Good tackle by Reed. Throw in coming for the Villages. This will be Sanchez. Tachu working it back towards the midfield. Iago Lopez will send all the way back to Weston Keeper. A little bit of pressure from Harrison Ardren. Over to Ganime, swung over to the far side to Murtha. He will play back to Ganime. Ganime looking to switch. Now we'll send it up the sideline instead. Gets over the head of Oliveira and will be played back ahead by the back line of Florida Elite. Oliveira takes a push there and a whistle. Comes in quickly. Santos will take it quickly. Sends back to Ganime, over to Iago Lopez. Villages look with some space over here on the near side. Sanchez going to beat his man. A bit of a foot race for this one. We'll get past him. As it was Butler taken down. Again being covered by Hakeem Reed. Free kick and a decent spot for the Villages SC coming here. We'll see who will take it for the Villages. Oliveira and Mauro standing over it currently. Mauro setting the ball. And the ref moved them back just a touch.
Don't need two now.
Less dangerous spot for the free kick, but only slightly. Oliveira setting up and pacing. Mauro now running off. See what Oliveira's able to provide for his teammates as far as chances here in front of the net. Right-footed kick, swings high and long, well up in the air, and it will be grabbed by Meyer. Meyer short roll out. And for a long ball here, will come corner to corner. Sanchez looked like he got a head on that, sends it out of bounds. Throwing now for Florida Elite. Sanchez heads that one, and a whistle, I believe going against the Villages. Supporter groups out tonight for the Villages SC. The Tri-County Stampede and the Thundering Herd out there. Raging Herd, excuse me. Two-man wall of Sanchez and Oliveira. For the free kick coming from Florida Elite. Sent low, headed away by Mauro. And it will go out of bounds, so now a throw in from roughly the same spot.
Where's the ball boy at? Go talk to the ball boy over there and tell him to float this way. He's hanging out right behind the fence there. He's supposed to help out with that one.
Ball sent all the way across now. I'm going to track it is Murtha. Working there against Savio Palucci. And sent back to the back line of Florida Elite. Played back forward by Declan Waters. And now coming back the other way once again. And Florida Elite will lose possession out of bounds. Murtha looking for somewhere to throw this one. Initially looked to go back, but Harrison Ardren lurking back there. Murtha again looking for somewhere to go with it. Paiva coming up to give him an option. Now elects to go further than that for Butler. Unable to control as the Villages SC. This will be played out of bounds off the foot of a Villages player and stay with Florida Elite. Far side throw in. Murtha looking to cut it off, unable to get to it. Harrison Ardron plays it back, and this looks like it will be a corner for Florida. Out of bounds by Eric. So corner kick coming now for the visitors. Villages SC spent a lot of time studying the set pieces from Florida Elite this week. This one goes long and past everybody. It will float out of bounds, and it appeared to cross the touchline, so goal kick coming for Weston King. King plays short out to his left, going to Ganime, and he will send it up the left side. Butler heads it back towards center. Tachu is there. Played to Oliveira and possessed, unable to settle there, and that will be a whistle against Hender Sanchez. Foul on the Villages, and he will get a verbal warning here. Too much contact there, as the SA player was attempting to control the ball. Free kick back by Hazem Sovi. Now Sovi will bring it forward. Looking to play into the middle. Tachu there contesting on Harrison. And Harrison Ardron now going to be taken down. A lot of contact. Florida Elite wanting a card for it. Playing short now to Sovi. All the way back to the back line. Waters will try to go out wide. Misses his intended target out of bounds. So throw in again coming for the Villages SC, near side this time. Hender Sanchez looking to take the throw. Florida Elite crowding the zone here. Marked up on potential inbounds targets. And they will take over possession. On ball there, Trevin Myers gets it across, took a deflection. Now Oliveira looking to start a counterattack for the Villages. Looking to play out wide to Murtha. Murtha now going to work it up the left side. Stopped there by the Florida Elite midfield. Ganime now going to look to play to the center for Tachu. Tachu has little space to work with, but sends it across. Great ball for Hender Sanchez, and he just can't quite get to it. Now we'll go out of bounds. Good thought there by Cedric Tachu, but just a little long, unable to connect. As that ball took a bit too high of a bounce for Hender Sanchez to rein in. Throw in here coming from Nathan Clifford. Looking to go up the left side. Headed backwards by Tachu. Lopez now will simply play it out of bounds, so another throw in just a bit further up for Florida Elite. Going short, quick one touch. Tachu will intercept. Sends forward for Butler, and there is the whistle. And now we've got more whistle. See if they say that contact came after the initial whistle. It looked as though for a moment she was going to let the Villages play advantage. Decided otherwise, as Butler was in a crowd of black kits.
Facundo! Facundo! No flicks! Control! Play! No flicks! Trevin! Drop.
Sanchez here to take the free kick. Play it short up the sideline to Mauro. Mauro looking to move towards the box here. Looking for a cross. Will not find one. Now up towards the touchline, tries to play across, settled by Butler. Butler tackled right there, and Florida Elite coming back the other way with a quick ball, long and too long, straight into the visitors' bench. Yago Lopez looking to throw in quickly before the Florida Elite defense arrives. Goes up the sideline to Mauro, and that looked like it went off the elbow of a Florida Elite player. They will not call it, but out of bounds for a Villages throw in here. Tachu faked it back and sends over to Pedro Santos. And now out wide to Murtha on the far side. Murtha looking to go up the sideline to Paiva, intercepted and sent back the other way. Ganime going to try to track this one down. He's got plenty of space to do so. And now he will look to send on. Line drive kick up the sideline. Paiva looking to turn with it, is dispossessed. Now Oliveira fighting for it. for a whistle, and he will get it as Florida Elite defense perhaps got a busy with him there. They'll play back quickly to Ganime. Santos. Now out to Lopez. Lopez. Long ball looking for Paiva. Will not find him. Finds the head of a Florida Elite player. Tapped up into the air, and now Florida Elite looking to possess and turn things back the other way. This will play back to the defensive line. And out wide here to Myers. He plays up ahead. Sanchez. Florida Elite bench calling for a handball on that. Just a glance if there was contact, not noticed by the ball up the sideline here for Florida Elite. Murtha looking to shield it, will touch it, and it will head out of bounds. So Florida back on the edge of their offensive third with a throw in. Comes in short here to Finete Facundo. And back to Nathan Clifford. Clifford looking to advance here, splits a couple of defenders. Sends out wide for Myers. Myers will play back towards the center, but is intercepted by Oliveira. Oliveira lost it there with a man on his back. And now Facundo battling with Oliveira for possession. Will keep it. And manages to play out wide, far side. Florida Elite advancing here, looking for a cross. Line drive straight into the chest of Weston King. So the Villages stops the attack there. Quick roll out to Hender Sanchez. Attacker closing on him. Sends up long for Nicholas Butler. Again, player on his back. Being guarded once again by Reed. He will play back to Sanchez. Sanchez into the middle for Pedro Santos. Santos being pursued hotly by Joseph Paulus. And he will draw a whistle. A little bit of contact there as Santos was trying to move with the ball. Eric Ganime looking to set the free kick here. And he will send it back to his left for Santos. Santos looking to go short for Murtha. Murtha up the sideline here to Paiva. Paiva dispossessed. Great tackle there by Savio Palucci, the forward. Coming all the way back. One thing Florida Elite does a lot of, they will bring at least 7 back when they are on defense, often as many as 9. They really pack in the defensive third. Santos looking to turn after taking the ball away there, and he's tackled. Florida Elite managing to keep this ball in bounds, and now an opportunity here up near the touchline, looking to get through with something. Played back, settled by Joseph Paulus. Paulus turned back towards the corner, and will roll it out the touchline. They will say that's a corner, though, actually. Blast off the cleat of a Villages SC player, so second corner coming already for Florida Elite. Paulus staying back in the corner to take that. Florida Elite with some height up top. Guys like Declan Water and Hakeem Reed. See who gets to this ball. Plays through. Butler gets a foot on it, but does not manage to clear. Pedro Santos attempts to. Florida Elite head, and the tap goes just wide. I believe that was Alexander McElroy with the attempt. First shot of the game for either team so far. And they'll say that that one was touched by the Villages defense. Not sure if it was Weston King that got a hand on it. Blocked off from my angle here on the sideline, but another corner kick coming for Florida Elite. 3 already. And now referee coming in to settle something inside the box. And a little bit of shoving going on. Oliveira trying to create some space between Weston King and the nearest defender, and took a bit of a shove there from, looks like, Palucci. Crosses in, punched out by Weston King. This will come back towards the sideline. Florida Elite on the run to track it down, but unable to get there in time. So this will stay with them, though. A throw in here on the near side. Nathan Clifford to take for the visitors in black. Looking for somewhere to go with this thing. Throw in here, and Hazem Sovi clipped by Nicholas Butler as he looked to turn with that. So free kick now. See what they try to do with the hands here. Dangerous. Left of the box, but not too far outside for Florida Elite. Sophie with the take. It is into the hands of Weston King. Florida Elite had a player charging on it, but King sure-handed there. Cedric Tachu, that's there by Facundo. And now Florida Elite, once again, back on the attack. Ganime looking to get this one away here. Murtha now back to in the corner. We'll try to send up the sideline. Iva on it, facing a foursome of Florida Elite defenders. He and Butler running just the two of them, and Florida Elite will make a tackle out of bounds. And actually, they'll say this one went off of Paiva, it looks like, so Florida Elite taking back over possession. Throw-in opportunity here. Throw across midfield. Looks like that was Murtha who got up and got a head on it. Declan Waters plays it up into the air. And a dangerous jump there by a Florida Elite player going over the head of, I believe that's Oliveira. The Village is playing quickly off the foul. Mauro with it now out on the wide right. Working towards the touchline, now towards the box. Tries to send one across, it's on the ground and in! Tapped in by Nicholas Butler. Caught Florida Elite completely unawares. And a quick goal for the Village's SC. Off of the free kick, the Village is moving quickly. Mauro got that one across, got it behind the Florida Elite defense, and Butler there with the soft tap. Florida Elite looking completely disoriented in front of the goal on that play, uncharacteristic of this team, and the Village's SC with their earliest goal in a match so far this season. Iago Lopez now will let this roll back to Weston King as Florida Elite quickly looking to get one back there. Ganime will send long. I believe he was looking for Paiva. Unable to quite get it there. Sanchez going to play this one up for Mauro. He'll be in a foot race. Is not going to get to this ball first, at least, as he's cut off from it by Nathan Clifford, and ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Village.
Joey, stop running his way. Get out, balance again. Get out. Get on the ball, Joey.
Florida Elite deep in their own territory with a throw in here.
Now behind it. Now go.
18th minute goal for the Villages as we are just about 20 minutes into this first half. Throwing now for the Villages as Florida Elite lost this one out of bounds. Hunter Sanchez throwing forward. Mauro along the line there. Loses it out of bounds, but last touched by Florida Elite. Defended there by Trevin Myers. Sanchez going in short to Oliveira. And this will play all. Having to get rid of it quickly, looking to play over to Ganime so well. Ganime leaving it over for Murtha on the far side. Murtha now cuts inside, trying to gain a little bit of separation. And we'll play over to Tachu. Does a good job to settle that one off the chest. And now we'll play ahead. And he was looking for Sanchez, who was making a run up the right side here. Couldn't quite connect with him, but good heads-up play by Cedric Tachu. We've seen that from him already early this season in the first three games. Great facilitator out of the back end from the midfield. Quick on the touch and often does a good job of finding some of those opportunities, making them happen in a hurry. Goes along the sideline here. Hunter Sanchez will keep it in bounds, playing it to Mauro, who taps it over the head of his defender, gets it to Oliveira, cuts back out. And now we'll play into the center. This one gets past Tachu, but Ganime comes up to play it. Harrison Ardron on his back will play over to Murtha. Murtha looking to get past the defender. Will play it off of his shin into the stands. That was Savio Palucci defending over there. Forward. Again, back. You can see on your screen how far back. You've got the two forwards up near midfield as one tracks back again towards the Florida Elite net. How well they pack into the defensive half and how difficult it makes things for their opponents. Another foul by Florida Elite there. Just a quick trip. Ganime off. Free kick backwards. We'll play over to Iago Lopez now. Iago. We'll play this one up ahead for Sanchez. It finds a Florida Elite head, but Oliveira into the middle and played back out. Oliveira looking for Mauro. Mauro, who crossed the last one from about the same spot, looking to send this one through and cleared away by Florida Elite. Harrison Ardren got to that one, trying to play it back to his player, but Oliveira now on the ball. He's surrounded, loses it. Sanchez, Tachu now fighting for it. And got a whistle here. I believe this will be going against Florida Elite the way the players are moving, and actually now a little bit of jawing between the back line of the Villages, or excuse me, the back line of Florida Elite and a couple of Villages SC players. Iago Lopez, Pedro Santos trying to separate things as Hender Sanchez was the one getting a little bit heated right there. See, after all this, it will be Florida Elite's ball. So free kick to get this one out of their defensive third where play has been for the last couple of minutes. This is Hakeem Reed standing over it, waiting to take. Discussion from the referee. Pedro Santos coming off the field. Wonder if they'll have to make a substitution here or if this is just an issue of blood on the jersey, actually. So physical game. So Pedro Santos will quickly have to make a switch from number 5 to number 13. The Village's defending man down. Now they'll send it back the other way, trying to score a shorthanded goal. This is Nick Butler tracking it down the left side. Cuts it back inside, looking for Oliveira coming up the middle. He's got Mauro out on the right wing. Mauro looking to settle here, sends it across and played out of bounds by the Florida Elite defense. So Village's corner kick coming, great job. Quick counterattack again, playing with a man down as Santos is having to make the switch here. Captain's band placed back on his arm and looking to get back into the game quickly before this corner kick opportunity, trying to give the Villages as many potential heads in the box as possible. Have to get it squared away with the referee. Mauro running over the corner on the near side. And Santos having to wait. And now the center referee sends him on. So Villages SC back up to full strength.
Make one up, Black! Make one!
So here is Mauro to take the corner. It's low, little curler, played out by Florida Elite. Tachu moving up on it, but Hender Sanchez will cut it off. Plays to Mauro. Going to send another cross in, but got a little too much of that one. Sends it backstop and back towards the parking lot. So Villages unable to capitalize on that opportunity. Still leading 1-0. A little over halfway through this first period of play. Declan Waters from the back line, playing between himself and Reed. Hakeem Reed looking to his left, but not sending. We'll play back instead to Waters. Top from the Villages, playing up a little bit to put some pressure as Santos comes up to make a tough play. Reed now as Florida Elite escapes. And Mauro coming up to challenge there. Will force a throw in from Florida Elite. Busy contesting up top. And right there, Nathan Clifford looking to take some liberties with the placement of the throw in. Happening back past Coach Anderson de Silva. That is about where he will take the throw. Hender Sanchez gets the head to this one. bounced around, and Pedro Santos will play it back out of bounds. So throw in from roughly the same area. Clifford again on the throw. And we'll throw up the sideline. Hender Sanchez again trying to contest the throw in. Yago Lopez sends it back over his head. Tachu settling underneath it. Will get the first head to it. Pedro Santos, little push off there to get to that one. He was battling with Joseph Paulus. Free kick here to be taken by himself. Butler and Mauro standing in his way. Florida Elite, not unknown for them to take the direct shot on goal off a free kick. And this will play out to the right side. Ganime settling underneath. It gets the first head, but it's up in the air. It is live. Yago Lopez manages to kick this one away. And trying to get to it is Oliveira. Nice first touch, trying to get it out to Leo Paiva, but again, the Florida Elite defense is there. They will play it all the way back to William Meyer. And Meyer will send on line drive kick. Dropping now, gets to Declan Waters, playing well forward for his position. Tachu now out wide for Mauro. Working right here. Working against a bit of a shoulder, but stays on it. Along the touchline now, the cross, and almost an own goal. Right there. Fanede Facundo came through to try and clear it and sent it over the crossbar. Be careful on the angle there. Had that been a little bit lower, would have doubled the Village's lead for them. Buffalo takes short on the free kick. Paiva now looking to work, trying to turn inside back towards the center, away from the goal. Now working a one-on-one against Facundo, shakes him. Earns some applause from the fans, and this one, as he rolled it in, looking for somebody but no yellow jerseys, home into the hand of William Meyer. Meyer now. Clifford looking to advance, will play it up the sideline. And Yago Lopez there to stop that progress. Ball up in the air, Clifford settling underneath it. Contested by Butler, will go off of his head and out of bounds. So throw in for the Florida Elite. Short throw. And a push there by Hender Sanchez. I think he was trying to hold up there and couldn't stop himself quite in time. And he will get a yellow card for that. Already received 2 warnings for physical plays in this game. Hender Sanchez will have to watch himself from here out, already having the yellow card shy of the 30-minute mark in this contest. Physical, aggressive player. Sometimes ideal, but sometimes will get you into trouble, as it has in this contest here today. Sanchez challenging here. Great tackle that time. Plays up the sideline to Mauro. Mauro with a little bit of space to work with, but Florida Elite closing fast. You see them retreating back into the back half of the field. Quick play to Oliveira. He will leave it out wide for Sanchez, and he'll play back to Tachu to try and set up the offense. Tachu plays it off of a Florida defender to Sanchez. He will send back to Yago Lopez. The Village is looking for some penetration here, having trouble finding openings, as now Ganime takes it towards the left side. Ganime out wide to Murtha. Murtha plays it along the sideline and keep this one inbound, sends back to Paiva. Paiva trying to keep it in. Pedro Santos wide open in the middle, calling for the ball, but Paiva with a man on him, unable to get it towards him. Nick Butler with a header off the pass and just a bit wide of the post. Great look from Leo Paiva, great connection right there, and Nick Butler trying to make the play in the air, just missed that one. Would have been his second goal of the game, and what a goal it would have been. Instead, goal kick coming for Florida Elite. Water break on the field. We'll take a break as well. Rejoin you in just a few moments. Again, the Village is 1, Florida Elite nothing. You're watching US League 2 Soccer on MyCuju TV. Welcome back. A quick shout out to the Villages SC partners for this season, local businesses like Alcott Chiropractic, the Villages Insurance, the Villages Golf Cars, Logan Sightwork, Buffs Golf Car, and others make this season possible for the Villages SC. Looking to resume play here. The ball will start back with William Meyer. He will play short to Declan Waters, his center back, who will play to his backline partner, Hakeem Reed. Reed looking to play forward now. And this one will Lopez chasing the play here. Looking to square up in front of Palucci. Palucci out of the break, looking to come quickly, and Yago Lopez almost certainly will not be called for a foul there. They will say some mutual shove. Looked from here certainly as though Yago Lopez would draw a whistle and earn a penalty kick for Florida Elite, but the head ref allowing that, saying that, again, there was some mutual shoving. Lopez with the most visible push that broke up the play. Thought that was the one that would have been whistled. King sends long across midfield. Butler on for Paiva, but not quite enough to send it to him. Florida Elite's clear, though. Will go out of bounds, so the Villages will have the throw-in here on the near side, right at the edge of the offensive third. Ender Sanchez will take this one. Mauro, man all over him. Comes back to Tachu. Tachu will send all the way back to Weston King. This one's going to be pushed. There's Harrison Ardren chasing that one. King has to play away and throw in now for Florida Elite. Ender Sanchez guarding there as Palucci looks to play it back. Facundo playing it forward. Mauro flipping it back over his head. Facundo again with it, and he will lose this one out of bounds, trying to circumvent the Villages SC front. Going from Sanchez for Butler. Gets back to Sanchez. He will play this one across the field, and it will be cut off. Florida Elite looking to keep the attack on here. Tachu now will land this one after Santos taps it away. Great tackle right there from Josef Paulus. Played back into the center. Now Yago Lopez looking to get this one away from the goal. The Florida Elite attack has been relentless. Paulus again getting to that one, but unable to control it off the head. Now Mauro sending long. Paiva will have to wait on it. Settles, sends it up the sideline, looking to outrun his man here. Heading towards the touch. Managed to keep it in bounds somehow. Shot by Oliveira. Blocked. Played all the way back to Murtha. Murtha back to Oliveira. Ahead to Murtha, and he will be taken out, and there is the whistle. Looking to play that ball on the timing. Took the legs out from underneath Gustavo Murtha. And he will take a card as well. I believe that's Alexander McElroy on the far side, who was involved in the play and subsequently carded. So, free kick coming here. Murtha, who drew the call to take into the looking for his second of the night, third quality chance he's had. Again, not quite able to connect. It was a great ball coming across the field. I actually believe it was Mauro, not Murtha, taking that one on the far side. You'll have to excuse me. It's on the far side of the field, a little bit difficult to see with the sun backlighting the field. Oliveira putting some pressure on Hakeem Reed to get rid of it. He'll play over to Declan Waters. Waters will advance it and send it along. Eric Anime, though, there to intercept. Paiva now looking to get away from the defense. We'll play all the way back towards midfield, and now we'll send across for Ender Sanchez. Mauro with a man grabbing onto his jersey. Clifford had a hold of him right there and pulled him down.
LA, do it! LA! Organize!
So another free kick coming for the Villages. And head ref saying to wait for her whistle.
Hi, run up! Everyone, turn and face! Turn and face!
Pretty stiff breeze out here today. Seems to be blowing to the north. Shouldn't affect side to side too much, but will affect how ball's carried. Cedric Tachu getting in front of that one. Ball stays inbounds. Tachu comes in, plays it off of a Florida Elite player. That one stays inbounds. Now Florida Elite will look to turn forward with it. Facundo fouled as Oliveira and Santos right there
Ref, how many is that? Same
may have
player,
sandwiched
go,
him.
go.
Sanchez down on the pitch. It's as though he will walk this one off. Hakeem Reed will take this one short back to Declan Waters. Waters into the middle for Sophie. Sophie sends it back to Waters. He will advance it here. Butler back in, trying to stop the play here. Now Tachu looking to play out wide for Mauro. Mauro trying to get around Clifford. Clifford stopped in front of Mauro, and a little bit of a collision. And Mauro going to be carded right there. I guess for going in cleats up, but Clifford stopped right in front of him as he was pursuing that ball. And after showing wear on his leg, Clifford was caught by the cleat there. Mauro will be assessed a card. He will come off the field. So, free kick here. Was that a straight red?
Yes, sir.
So straight red to Mauro. So the Village is now having to play shorthanded for the rest of this game. Tough play for the Buffalo. Mauro looking to make what he thought was a routine play. Clifford stopping right in front of him. Ended up in a bad position there with the cleat up going for the ball. This one headed towards the goal. Ganime will fling it out. Butler looking to get to it quickly here. And this should play back. Let's see, throwing in front of the Elite bench. That one deflected off of Savio Palucci there. Sanchez looking for. Goes over Butler, and Hakeem Reed up at the midfield to play it. And we'll lose it out of bounds. Trying to play a little bit of a chip there, but no one in the vicinity. Just slightly misplayed. Sanchez. Of Butler all the way back to Reed. Reed will leave it off for Jack. Florida Elite out wide now to Clifford, trying to play up the sideline here. Palucci, Clifford, contested by Oliveira and out of bounds, so staying with Florida Elite. Clifford, throw in. Tachu there to contest. Cutting off the play to Palucci. Now Facundo. Sideline for Clifford. And a late whistle coming in on that play as Facundo hit the deck. Hard physical game, both teams again. Know that this one means a lot, playing for first place in the division as we are just a match shy midway point of the season. The 41st minute of this game here. And touched by Tachu, slows it down for Weston King to get a hold of. That was Palucci taking the shot. Florida Elite got one early. Tachu send this one for Butler. And we'll lose it out of bounds. He was contested by Clifford. And looks as though they'll award it a corner. SC corner, it looks like Tachu will take it with Mauro off the field. This one passed everyone in front of the goal. Florida Elite looking to start a quick counter. Oliveira back to send it back on. Murtha takes a shot. It will run wide. Not a bad play right there as the Florida Elite defense was coming forward.
Additional 4 afterward, okay?
We've got 4 minutes of stoppage being tacked on to the first half here. Long first half. Villages SC again surviving man down. Try to survive the rest of this half and get into the locker room to formulate a new plan to play with 10 men on the pitch.
As of now. As it goes to now. We might add more. We'll see.
Throw in from Clifford. He'll get it back here on the sideline. Butler challenging him. And he will lose it out the touchline. Good job by Butler staying in front of him there. Clifford trying to fight him off and unable to keep that one as he moved along the line. So Weston King kicking with the wind behind him here. And bad pass there, cut off by Florida Elite. They'll look for a quick counter here. And they have to turn it back. So the Villages SC getting the defense back in position. Oh, Daniel Oliveira with a great tackle there. Takes it right away from Sovi. Sideline. He will keep this one in bound. Paiva making a run. Paiva trying to get this ball at the touch. And played out of bounds by Hakeem Reed. We'll see who they say it was last touched by. It looks as though they're awarding another corner to the Villages. Oliveira this time to take the corner. Butler lingering at the back post. Paiva up front, scoring up against Declan Waters and Reed.
Keep them stretched on!
Santos now up at the front post. And he again will retreat. Here comes the kick. Swung around into the box. Gets a head on it, but it goes high and over the goal. A lot of bodies there in front of that net. Murtha elevating to get the touch, but unable to keep it below the crossbar. Short goal kick here. Facundo playing long, going up over the top. Yago Lopez will head it out of bounds as he was in a one-on-one up top. Harrison Ardren up there looking for something. Now on the ball, moving towards the touchline, into the corner, has it tapped away by Hender Sanchez, so throw-in coming. Florida Elite capable of getting some of these balls into the box off of throws in this part of the field. And back on it there was Clifford. His cross was knocked away by Butler and out the touchline. So in stoppage, Florida Elite getting a touch. Again, trying to equalize here before halftime. Be interesting to see what the Villages elects to do at the half. Playing a man down. Wonder if they will make any personnel decisions. Try to get a little more defense in. Loose ball in front of the net and tapped in by Florida Elite. The goal scores and the game is level at 1 apiece. I believe that was Hakeem Reed with the goal. It was indeed. And we are all knotted up at 1. The Villages cannot afford to leave this game with a draw after drawing against Weston FC in the opening game of the season, plus having to go to Florida Elite on the road later this year. Dire straits now for the Villages, who had the lead, lost a man off the pitch, a straight red assessed earlier to Lucas Mauro, one of their best attacking players, and now they're back at level and advantage the whole way. Butler on it. As he let that one go. Here is Sanchez with the throw. Then short to Oliveira. Oliveira dispossessed and now will be whistled to get it back. He was pushed off the ball, but he's the one for trying to tip it back.
What you got?
2-3.
2-3 of what?
Additional minutes. Let's add on a little bit more. That's why I say about 2-3. It would have been 2. Have some more.
Second ball, Joey. Anticipate the second. Anticipate second.
More stoppage time being added.
Joey, pin him.
You're looking at more than a 50-minute half by the time this is over. Tachu coming through with this one, gets it to Butler. Butler leaving it out for Tachu wide. Villages SC. Declan Waters comes in to play that one away, and they'll say it was last touched by Tachu. So Florida Elite staying on it here. Clifford throwing up the sideline. And on it now is the Villages SC after Arndren was dispossessed, but they will take it right back, Florida Elite. Waters looking to send a ball, and that will be the end of the half. So at the break, the Villages SC 1, Florida Elite SA 1. The Villages having to come back with a man down on the pitch. We'll take half. You're watching USL League 2 Soccer on MyCuju TV. The Florida Elite will have first possession here. They're moving left to right on your screen in the black and neon kits. The Villages SC right to left in the gold and black. First touch goes all the way back to Declan Waters. Been a big presence in the first half of this game. Josef Paulus plays it over to his left side. Reed receives, sends over to Waters. And Waters looking to initiate here. Sends up and in, but misplayed there by Trevin Myers, and now Leo Paiva coming back the other way. He sends out wide for Daniel Oliveira. That ball got behind him, but he tracks it down on the sideline. Oliveira now plays back for Santos. Pedro Santos clobbered there. Fanede Facundo coming in over the top and laying him out. Be Oliveira taking the free kick for the Villages. Really going to have to, feels like they'll need to capitalize on one of these set piece opportunities given the personnel situation. Oliveira looking to swing one in. Paiva looking for a header, had Reed on his back. And that will get clear without taking a touch. So goal kick coming. Florida Elite escapes the early opportunity unscathed. Reed to his left. Far side for a long kick up the way, looking for Facundo. Tapped out of bounds by Iago Lopez, who will attempt to let his defense catch up here. Short throw, far side. Fielded by Paulus. Paulus looking to play it into the box. Eric Anime there to clear it out. And a shot by Facundo just wide.
Trev, Harrison.
Stay high, Trev. And between up. And between up. Watch his turn.
Now moving up with it here is Murtha. Murtha to Oliveira, has it tapped out of bounds. This should be staying with the Villages SC. It does. Murtha. Throw into Tacho, who is wrapped up and has it tapped away there. Josef Paulus defending. Murtha to throw in once again. Villages looking for Paiva, who's signaling where he wants it, but one in front and one behind him. Tachu with a man tugging his jersey, and there is a whistle. That was Hazem Sofi who had a hold of him there. So now Daniel Oliveira once again taking a dangerous free kick for the Villages. See if they can connect on this one. Looking at least to get a shot on the frame here. And a whistle before the play. Declan Waters and Eric Ganime coming in to clear that up. Ganime looking to make a run at the far back post. And looked like Oliveira may have gone for the shot there, keeping it low and near side. Tachu comes through and spikes it back towards the goal. Bounced up into the air. Tachu heads down, trying to keep the attack on. Paiva will settle it. He'll take a shot, but it's going to be deflected up. And Oliveira will actually now keep this one inbounds. Looked as though he was going to let it go for a throw-in, but now looking for somewhere to go with this. Moving towards the touchline, has it tapped away, and now end result is the same. It will be the Villages SC throw-in. Oliveira, this one goes between his legs, but he settles it. Back to Paiva. Paiva winding up. Plays in a little bit soft there. Declan Waters gets in front of it. Looked like Paiva was winding up to really drill something through the box there. Facundo moving with it. He's got a man out wide. He will find him. Cutting in with it is Myers. Myers takes the shot, but it is wide of the net.
Trev, Jaden. Anything comes out you. Jaden, roll. You're in. God. Hey.
Will roll all the way out to the touchline, so retained by Florida Elite. Murtha chasing this one. Murtha will get to it and tries to send it along. We've got a whistle. So free kick coming for the Villages back at the spot of the foul.
Harrison, no switch. Tight now. Hey, tight. Jaden, he's you. Blue sheet. Step tight.
Murtha plays all the way across to Hender Sanchez. Sanchez playing with the yellow card as well. So I'm going to be extra careful now with the Villages already playing man down. Nick Butler manages to get this one up the far side. Great pass and a lot of contact there. Is going to go back the other way. Butler was shielded off the ball there by Reed. Both players go down as Butler was trying to get back in position. Should note that Jaden Wright has come into the game for Florida Elite, a halftime substitution for the visitors. Reed up the sideline. And now Florida Elite looking to push the attack here. Takes a touch, flipped up into the air. Oliveira tries to head for Tachu. Tachu and Oliveira in there battling with a pair of Florida Elite players. Tachu comes out of it with the ball, and he will play it all the way back to Weston King, who's going to have to hurry to this one and manages to kick it out the side. Oliveira under a lot of pressure there. Not sure if he was trying to play back to the defense or King, but it ended up in a dangerous no man's land. Villages SC perhaps getting away with something right there, as now this ball will go out the touchline. That was Yusuf Paulus trying to keep that one in.
Trevin, stay.
So King once again on the goal kick. Stoppage time first half goal was the first conceded by King and the Villages SC this year. And he will send this long. Declan Waters gets underneath it, strong head, up into the air. Played back on. Harrison Ardren trying to get something to go here, but wasn't able to stick with it. So King once again. There's the kick. Out towards the far sideline, curling in, headed back. It was Wright, the substitute. Made the play on it there. Murtha playing backwards to his center back, Ganime. He will swing all the way across to Weston King. King short for Yago Lopez. Lopez trying to get it out to the right side and find some space here. Florida Elite doing such a good job of packing the zone. Space and gaps to penetrate, hard to come by in this one. Murtha. Line drive throw in for Butler, who couldn't quite settle it on the first touch. Santos, though, nice tap, getting it to Tachu. Tachu, and Butler has it knocked away. And this one will get past Ganime. He's on the run now with Ardren. Great tackle by the center back. Oliveira, back to Murtha. Now Lopez, again, moving to that right side. Finds Sanchez. And Sanchez looking for somewhere to dispose of this ball. Santos will tap back to Lopez. Villages will reset here as this plays back to King. King looking to send on. He had Ardren in his face there, had to get rid of it quickly, trying to find Butler. Santos comes in for a head, doesn't get it, and will be whistled for some contact. Now to the far side, Clifford. Sideline. No. I believe Palucci. Murtha plays this one just behind Paiva. He leaves it back for Oliveira. Oliveira now on the overlap with Paiva. Forward, looking to cut between Waters, and he was grabbed there by Jaden Wright, spun off the ball. Wonder if maybe he shouldn't have kept pursuing there, but Paiva feeling that his chance had expired. Does manage to draw the foul, though. So once again, Oliveira looks like it will be his third free kick from roughly the same spot already in this half. Less than 10 minutes into the period here. William Meyer trying to build his wall, command his defense. Two-man wall in front of Oliveira. Oliveira plays long. Santos coming in for the head, but Declan Waters there to cut it off. We talked at the top of the program about the height on that back line with Waters and Reed. You see it there paying off for Florida Elite as they're able to clear that ball away easily. Sanchez taking the throw now on the far side. Comes into towards the touch line. Santos unable to get on top of it, took a roll, but tapped back by Sanchez. He's going to play across now, just long for Paiva. Hurried that one just a little bit there and goes over the head of his forward and out of bounds. So Florida Elite taking back over. Now Reed all the way out wide to Clifford. Clifford been very present in this game, been in the middle of a lot of the extracurricular activity as well. We'll slide there, and Paiva able to make a tackle, looking for something here. Gets Oliveira and can't quite connect with him on the play. Oliveira tripping, trying to stay after it here. And now Harrison Ardren looking to push it the other way. Ardren up the right side and loses it out of bounds. Poor touch off the heel there as he was looking to evade the pursuing Tachu.
Simple, keep it. Savvy, come on. I got you behind. Hey,
Murtha here.
Don't let him out. There's nowhere to go. Don't let him out. Step.
Played into Oliveira, back to Murtha. He will send it up ahead, but Declan Waters back to field this one with no one around him in a yellow shirt. Wide to Clifford, far side. Clifford up to Palucci. Looking to move it ahead. And dispossessed. Here coming the other way with it is Tachu. He's sending Paiva. Not quite long enough, and so he will have to win some space here. Paiva looking to create some himself, taking it back towards the middle, and gets in a bit of a wrestling match there. Grabbed a hold of Trevin Myers. He'd had enough of drawing these double teams and the extra contact. So Paiva, it looks as though will be assessed a yellow. Myers should be given one as well for retaliation, coming in with the push after. It's the yellow to both Meyer and Paiva. So once again, Trevin Myers and Leo Paiva both assessed yellows. Of course, the red earlier coming to Mauro, but that's a pair of yellows as well to both sides. Long ball played up towards the goal space. This is going to be settled, and not close on the shot was Savio Palucci. Landing that in the middle of a couple of defenders right there, and tried to take a hurried shot, not really able to line it up, and a little bit closer to Tri-County Stampede supporter section than it was to the post. Looking to do something with this now is Hender Sanchez. He will have to play back to Iago Lopez. Lopez up the far right side for Santos. Santos back to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to send long. Oliveira looking to settle underneath it. Turns off his defender, but will not be able to track this one down. Declan Waters will play back to Meyer. Oliveira continuing to press. Paiva coming up now to assist. And the Village's press is dispensed with as Reed sends this one long. Harrison Ardren chasing after that ball that was behind the defense. Weston King, though, getting a hold of it. Ganime plays up center for Paiva or Oliveira, not sure quite which. Tachu is the one who will come away with it here as there's a battle for possession. Santos wrapped up there. Yet another grab. That's Josef Paulus. Santos asking for a call. He's been getting grabbed all night. He has a bit of a case there. And now the referee will give a talking to Josef Paulus. Village's SC still upset that no card given. And this one definitely call. Paiva being grabbed again, wrangled there by Jaden Wright. And a red card given to Leo Paiva. This is unbelievable. This is unthinkable. The Village is now playing two men down. Paiva was wrangled on the sideline, absolutely roped up and thrown off the ball.
Hey, guys, hey, hey!
Waiting to hear an explanation for this one. Arguably, the Village's two best attacking players have been sent off in this match with red cards. Paiva, after being harangued for most of this one, finally thought he was catching a break there. And as of yet, seemingly no penalty coming towards Florida Elite, who were the offenders on that particular play. Santos looking for further explanation as well. As Florida Elite gets set to make a substitution. The ref. Coming into the game. Andrew. Village's bench in total disbelief after that, understandably so. Still seemingly no penalty coming towards Florida Elite for that play.
Discipline, move it, swing it, move it. Hey, you're box to box.
Absolutely baffling response from the head ref on that decision. Weber will come into the game for Josef Paulus. Weber taking over a spot in the midfield here. So off of the free kick for the Florida Elite. It'll be Weber, the sub, on the ball. Now Nick Butler looking to start a counter, but the Village's SC again playing with just 9 players on the field, including keeper Weston King. This ball now coming back the other way into the corner with it. It's Trevin Myers. Myers trying to play it through, but Tachu will get it clear. The Village's SC at this point almost having to pray for a draw, which like a poor scenario for them coming into this match, one of 2 home contests with Florida Elite and trailing them in the standings. Now Weber in the middle with it. And it will come out wide for Wright. Wright looking for Myers. He will play all the way back to Declan Waters. Waters keeping it himself as he advances. No one from the Village is able to come up and contest this. This will play all the way back out the touchline, shielded out of bounds by Hender Sanchez. The Village is sort of playing a zone defense now in the back third. Weston King looking for somewhere to send this ball. Oliveira, nice touch to settle that one. A line drive kick. He plays it well. Tachu. Santos trying to play it through. One touch. We've got a whistle. And there's a yellow card assessed to Weber, the player who just came into the game. Not cumulative on Weber's part, certainly, since he only just came into the game, but perhaps a buildup of the calls going against Florida Elite. Lopez sends this one long, looking for Oliveira, and this will go out of bounds. Ardron unable to keep it in. Murtha with the throw in here on the near side. The Village is looking for what meager opportunities they may have to attack here. Tachu. Almost knocked off the ball, but stays with it. Now bodied off of it. Sovi bringing it back the other way across midfield. Plays out wide for Savio Palucci. Palucci playing it towards the goal. Yago Lopez there to cut it off with the header. Santos tries to play it out wide, but nobody home for the Villages. Sovi back on it. Plays it into the box. Weston King gets a hand to it. If that was clearing it. Now Santos looking to get it out of the dangerous area, plays it out wide. The Village is still not safe from danger here. Oliveira back to Murtha. They're playing it back towards the middle now. Oliveira being worked towards the sideline, going to run out of space here pretty quickly. Goes between the legs of his defender, but now right on it, and we've got a whistle. Perhaps a bit too much grabbing on the contest there. Oliveira doing everything he could just to...
Diving is cheating. Diving is cheating. Referee! Referee! Diving is a card too. It's cheating. Hey, ref.
Here's Oliveira. Coming back up the sideline now. Will be Murtha to take the free kick for the Villages. Sends this one high and long. It'll be hard fought just to keep it in bounds. Wright gets the head on it, plays it over to Weber, and it'll be tapped up and over the broadcaster's booth by Pedro Santos. Quick throw in back to the back line of Declan and Reed. The tandem working well together today for Florida Elite. Sovey once again bringing it across half. Weber turning it back now to Waters. They will let that back line come all the way up. Again, the Villages cannot risk pressing when the ball is back with the defensive line at midfield. Ball swung across. Yago Lopez heads it backwards out of danger. Nicholas Butler getting on it now, looking to start a counterattack for the Villages. We need to keep the momentum going as he's being closed on, trying to stay on this ball here. Manages to elude one defender. Now trying to get around Paulus and has it taken away. Good tackle there. One-on-one defense. Sanchez was fighting for possession there, unable to get it as Florida Elite turns it back to the defense.
Go on, Jaden, go! Jaden, go! Andrew!
Weber to Sovey.
Jaden!
Out wide to Clifford.
Go there! Go on, go!
And back to Yago Lopez off of a deflected touch. He will try to clear it out. Jaden Wright on this one. Plays it back to Waters, keeping it away from Oliveira.
Andrew! Come in the gap! Come in! Keep the ball moving!
Clifford once again with it on the far side. This is Sovey.
Jaden, go!
On the back line, Waters. Waters through for Arndren, but stopped there by Murtha. Quickly gets it to Oliveira. The two of them will lead the counterattack charge. Murtha streaking towards the middle. Now Oliveira cutting there himself. Murtha going out. Tachu coming up from the center. He may have been tripped there, but no hand goes up, no whistle. So clean tackle, they will say, on the pitch. Now moving back the other way with it quickly. This is Palucci. Palucci looking to get away from his defender. Back into the middle for Myers. His shot deflected. Arndren trying to track this one down. Has it punched away by Weston King. Great play by the Villages keeper.
What is there? What is there? Asking for a card for what?
Curious about the situation here. William Centeno trying to make a substitution. The side judge occupied by the Florida Elite bench. And that ball knocked back out the touchline. Looks as though it will be a Florida Elite corner coming. Harrison Ardren setting up to take it. A dangerous situation here for the Villages. Again, two fewer players in the box to defend with. Line drive, swung. Santos tries to play it out, but it's stopped, and now they will get it clear. Oliveira looking to stay on this one. Nice touch, shakes off right. And now Florida Elite trying to come back with it the other way. And we've got a whistle. And now we've got a player down. There may have been a collision of heads. Let's see who this is getting up off the pitch. The Villages will seemingly have the free kick coming out of whatever the scrum was. Subs coming on for Florida Elite as well. George Samuel, Cameron Lennon checking into the game. Arjun will come. Placed Daniel Oliveira.
Go on the left, run. Nathan! You! Trev, run!
See what the is for the Villages now. Midfield for midfield, but Oliveira one of the better initiators. Ganime, long ball up ahead for Cedric Tachu. Does not reach him. Florida Elite settling this one. Tachu. Butler as well, pressuring. Ganime trying to this. Getting there in front of George Samuel, stopping the counter attack. Jaden Wright now throws back to Waters. Waters to Reed, as we've seen so many times tonight, and out wide to Clifford. Clifford quickly trying to advance, but unable to connect with the man ahead of him there. Loses that one out of bounds. Throw in, headed back on by Reed for Florida Elite. And now here comes the attack. They'll have a chance here if he can get around Eric Ganime. He will not, and sends back instead to Jaden Wright. Wright has to play back into the middle for Declan, and Florida Elite will reset their attack here. This is Sophie. Plays back to Reed. And over once again to Reed. Or excuse me, Waters. Waters once again will advance all the way up to about the third. Sovi trying to play a pass in. Finds his man. Played out wide now for Wright. Wright looking to make a cross. Will play short instead. SC looking to contest here. Wright managing to get it into the middle. Yago Lopez coming through with the foot. The Village is basically being backed into playing an 8-man defense for this entire half. Tapped away by Weston King. Ball still in a dangerous area. Nicholas Butler looking to get it away. It stays with Florida Elite. They will remain on the attack. It has been an onslaught against this Village's defensive front. Again, enlisting all hands on deck, everyone on the field being tasked with defensive duties. Butler looking to get to this one. He is unable to do so as Trevin Myers comes from behind to play it back to his defensive line. Waters to Sovi. Sovi calling for Wright to come back a little bit. Now turns and will play into the center instead for Waters. All the way out wide for Clifford. Clifford up that far side. Looking to get around Sanchez now. Play across the line, and Yago Lopez defending the touchline manages to head that one away. And there is the water break. Yago Lopez down on the pitch as the water break begins. He is back on his feet, so we will take a break and we will rejoin you in just a moment. You're watching USL League 2 Soccer on MyCuju TV. Teams are taking the pitch once again. Another substitution coming for the Villages. Christopher DeLon getting set to check in for Nicholas Butler. Some fresh legs. DeLon, a veteran with the Villages SC. Exciting offensive player. Not sure what kind of opportunity he'll have tonight given the situation. Again, the Villages playing with 2 men sent off earlier in the match. Mauro in the first half, Leo Paiva in the second. So a hard defensive effort needed from the Buffalo here. This is Weber now on it for Florida Elite, holding it at center. Weber, a second half substitution. Plays over to Sovey, and out wide, I believe this is Clifford. Clifford looking to advance. DeLon challenging, coming in right away and getting after it. Be a throw in here for Florida Elite, but DeLon trying to make an impact with the fresh legs. Now Florida Elite backing it up once again. All the time in the world to set things up with this defensive line, which is posted up inside the half-point mark for basically the remainder of this game. Santos looking to get some space here. Doesn't get a call that he thought he was going to. And a save by Weston. Great job as Santos was bodied off the ball, and a shot right there taken by George Samuel, stopped by the Village's goalkeeper. Now Florida Elite looking to get back on the attack with the Village's defense out of position. This one played out wide, but just too wide there for Cameron Lennon. Looks like he's going to track it down in the corner, and instead will lose it. So a deep throw in for the Villages. By no means a safe situation here for them, regardless of owning possession at the moment.
Don't let them out! Hi, this is the outlet, this channel. Be ready.
Florida Elite playing up so high, trying to pressure the short-handed Villages. This one comes back to Reed, who you saw started inside midfield there. Line of Florida Elite has rarely been on its own half in this second period. Here's Wright out on the sideline working against Tachu, manages to shake him. Plays over to Sovey. Sovey stopping short. Now sending a lob out of the box, headed towards the net, but Weston King once again there to stop. We close in on 80 minutes elapsed in this match.
Stay high. Stay high, Weber.
King sends it out. Headed back by Clifford, so the Village is managing to keep possession up near midfield. Once again, a rarity for them in this half, as they've been forced to play such a compact defensive formation. Sanchez looking for a target, gets it to DeLon. DeLon had it tapped away out of bounds, so the Village is slowly advancing the ball up the field through a series of throw-ins. Sanchez once again will take. Long throw, looking for Ceteno. Ceteno trying to settle this one, and a little bit of perhaps miscommunication with DeLon. It goes out of bounds off of him and will be a throw-in for Florida Elite, who presumably will take this the other way. A push there against Lopez, so a foul. Believe that'll be George Samuel whistled for that one.
Alright, they kick the ball away. They kick the ball away. We got it. Ref, time! Balling the ball away. They're balling the ball away. Come on.
I never do that again.
So, free kick here for the Villages. Lopez was the one pushed on the foul. We'll take it again. Lopez, long ball, looking for Ceteno. It will get behind him towards the touchline, and Florida Elite coming back with it the other way. Difficult situation for the Villages here. DeLon trying to press, trying to make something happen, but the Villages needing to get back as they're in a dangerous spot here. Hender Sanchez now contesting, and this will be played out of bounds. A wise play there to let that go out, and the Villages can get the defense back ahead. Can't afford to be chasing a play when the numbers are this heavily against your favor. Ceteno trying to contest for this one. Gets in front of it, plays it out of bounds. So keeping the ball back in Florida Elite's defensive third as we cross into the 83rd minute. Again, every tick of the clock, a significant one here given the situation. One more time, score tied at 1-1. Tachu manages to take away the throw-in. Plays it short for Satano. Satano's going to try a shot. Looks like it was deflected, so the Villages may have a corner coming here. So the Villages, despite only having 8 position players on the field, has managed to create some offensive opportunity, holding Florida Elite back in its third. Tachu will take the free kick here. Excuse me, the corner. Lucas Mauro, typically the corner man for the Villages. Sent off in that first half. Tachu lofts one, a little bit light, and a shot and a goal! Just takes the lead! Murtha with the kick. The Villages down 2 men in the 84th minute has just regained a 1-goal advantage. Unbelievable stuff from the Villages SC. It started with the guys up top, Tachu and Delon and Sanchez, who had come all the way up from that right back position to create pressure, pinning Florida Elite back, creating the corner kick opportunity, and Murtha buries one to give the Villages an improbable lead. Florida Elite will certainly be on the attack here now. They've had the Villages pinned back for most of this half, and certainly it will be an onslaught from here. The Villages needing to defend for roughly 10 minutes, estimating stoppage. This one played all the way across to Weber. Weber will give it back to Wright on the near side. Ball sent up into the box, headed away, headed back towards the goal. Coming to clear it out is Iago Lopez. Weston King was down on the ground, but Lopez, the veteran defender, there to play. Villages will win the throw-in as that ball was tapped out of bounds by Cameron Lennon. Again, absolutely unbelievable play, the unthinkable for the Villages to take the lead in this exact situation with not a whole lot of time left, and now they will desperately try to hold on to it. Murtha, who just scored, looking for the throw-in, gets it to Santos. Santos bodied up quickly, but manages to stay on the ball. And a little bit too much grabbing there from Wright. Sent Santos to the ground. So the Villages will have a free kick. Chance to get it clear here. Santos appears to be cramping late in this one. He's had a busy day. Has played every minute for the Villages in this week. They played Saturday, then again on Wednesday, and again here tonight. So condensed part of the schedule here for the Buffalo as they are trying to weather this storm. See if Anderson de Silva elects to make a substitution. Santos, though, one of the most valuable two-way players on the team. Iago Lopez giving some late direction. Murtha going to send this one here. Tachu trying to draw the defensive line back, create a little bit of space for the defense to actually try and advance this ball. Santos will send towards the middle, deep. Delon trying to get underneath it, battling with Clifford. Delon looking to make the turn, pushed off of it, will play it back out towards the corner, but maintains possession. Delon to Satano. Satano surrounded by 3 black jerseys, now gets to the touchline with it, but deflected away. Another corner coming for the Buffalo. Anderson de Silva squad keeping the press on, continuing to attack, down 2 men as Austin Lakusik gets ready to check in for the Villages. Absolutely incredible effort from the Buffalo so far in this half, not just to remain level, but to actually score a goal and continue to press to keep Florida Elite away from the Village's goal. Slim chances here with only 2 players in the box set to attack this corner, but the Villages will play short. They play it off of the Florida Elite defense, and that will allow them to retain possession deep in Florida Elite's half. Village is trying very hard to make it out of here with 3 points tonight. Again, the situation for anyone who may not know, if the Villages wins, they overtake Florida Elite by 1 point in the Southeast Division standings. Florida Elite with a draw would go ahead by 3, or excuse me, would remain up by 2, and with a win would go ahead by 5. Something the Villages can sorely afford as we approach the midway point of this campaign. Declan Waters now bring it all the way up to midfield. You can see again Florida Elite able to press so high, the Villages forced to retreat. Long ball played up towards the goal, headed away by Murtha. Little backwards head play there. Centeno trying to track it down. Florida Elite stays with it, and they will say it went out of bounds, so the Villages will have a throw in here. Potential chance to try to once again gain some space. Very strategic play here from the Villages needed, and a lot of heart as well. As cliche as it may seem, this is going to be a gut win for the Villages if they're going to escape with the 3 points.
Hey, win it, referee, let's go.
The Villages looking to make the throw. It's Murtha trying to go a little bit deep for Centeno. Has it headed away by right. I should be staying with the Villages. It does.
Referee, stop it behind it.
And now a conversation between the head rough and the fourth referee. Not quite sure what this is in regards to, but there is seemingly some consternation over something. The Villages SC bench suddenly up in arms over something. Declan Waters now being assessed a late card here in the 90th minute. Extremely busy game for the referees here tonight. They've had their work cut out for them. Murtha deep throw and looking for Centeno. He heads it back. It gets past Declan Waters, forces him to retreat. He will play back to Will Meyer. Fourth referee saying about 4 minutes of stoppage. So light at the end of the tunnel for the Villages, but not nearly out of danger yet. Again, Florida Elite scored in stoppage of the first. Chris DeLon tripped there, and the Villages will have a free kick. Once again, a chance for the Villages to advance this ball into Florida Elite territory, and another yellow card assessed. It looks as though Sovi will be accepting this one. We are officially in stoppage time. We have hit the 90th minute. Eclipsed regulation. And are now playing for 4 minutes for a win for the Villages SC. Improbable, unlikely, and absolutely stunning should it happen. Again, these two teams came in as the top contenders for the Southeast Division. Was expected to be a great match. The Villages SC has had to scrap and claw for everything in the second half, though, as one man sent off with a red card in the first half and a second in the second. Iago Lopez, long shot up ahead, looking for DeLon, who is mobbed in the air, but comes down with no whistle. Now Weber looking to move this one over to the right side for Florida Elite, trying to get back on the attack. This ball will go long into Weston King, who is slammed, absolutely bodied by Hakeem Reed. Manages to hang on to that ball. Reed now assessed a yellow card. A lot of cards being issued today. Almost a little bit surprised to not see that one be a red, given how many cards have been issued already. Not any to Reed specifically, but both teams having been warned plenty about the physical nature of this game, and the collision with with Weston King there. I don't believe that it was deliberate, certainly, but such a hard collision. And a defender playing all the way up there, charging into that box. Just full body contact with King, who is still down on the pitch, being seen to by physiologist and trainer Claudio Pavanelli. And Weston King holding his ribs. You hate to see that again. Longtime Villages SC player who has played with the club in multiple seasons, finally getting his shot this year, and he will stay in the match. A lot of heart from the young Buffalo keeper
Come on, boys.
as he gets set to take this goal kick.
Ref, it's in the side shot.
Getting plenty of applause from the fans for that one. And now receives the whistle to go ahead and play. We're looking at roughly 4 minutes left, although at this point in soccer, time is nebulous. We are waiting only for the final whistle of the referee. Austin Lukasic whistled for a foul there. Pretty inconsequential at this point. Florida Elite coming back the other way with it. Honestly allows the Villages to set up their defense, if anything. You see William Meyer playing all the way up at midfield there, headed back. Nime Centeno trying to get to this ball, stopped by Sovi. Centeno still trying to fight for it. Will Meyer out of position. Centeno going to be run down here. Tripped up and sent to the ground by George Samuel. So the Villages SC once again continuing to attack Centeno. A late second half substitution coming into the game and making an impact here, keeping that ball onside. He really wanted to get a shot off with Meyer retreating rather slowly, not a lot of urgency towards the goal. Florida Elite SA leaving 3 players back. Now one will head back toward the goal. I believe that's Trevin Myers out there. He's moving back more into a midfield position. DeLon trying to settle this one. It gets past him. It will be gathered in by Meyer. He will quickly throw out to his left for Clifford. Clifford going to be run down by DeLon, overrun by DeLon. And they will send it back over to Sovi. Sovi, the midfielder, bringing it up with the back line, who are so far forward. Florida Elite desperately trying to get back into this one. Again, not able to concede the points in this match for fear of losing hold of their grasp on first place. Weston King settles underneath that one, comes down with it cleanly. Still down on the ball, trying to draw out as much time as possible. Again, we are just waiting on a whistle here. Only a matter of moments. King, high boot, sent long, across midfield. Again, trying to kill time. Lukasic was up near it. Now Sovi sending it back the other way. He's got Trevin Myers. Centeno pursuing. Myers sends one, ill-advised shot, given the situation in the Villages SC out of position. Weston King once again will send this ball. Have to imagine at this point we're adding a 5th minute of stoppage. Line drive kick from Weston King. It gets past Sovi. Austin Lukasic is on it. Will Meyer out of position, now turned away by Declan Water. But great play by Lukasic, who came into the game here late in the second half. Waters comes away with it. Lukasic fighting for position, will not get it. In fact, will be fouled, and Declan Waters comes in with a shove. Not going to be whistled for that. The Florida Elite will play on. We'll see how much time they are given here. The pass from the goalkeeper goes off of the back of his defender. DeLon now pressuring. Working over on the far side against Clifford, who has been a thorn in the side of the Villages all night. Clifford comes away with this ball. Gets it to Weber. Weber pressured by Santos. Santos trying to stay on it here. A whistle now, so a free kick quickly taken by Florida Elite. DeLon looking to pressure here. Oh, and they will say they have not yet taken the free kick. It looked as though action was still happening. The referee now signaling. Weber goes ahead with it. Far side, Florida Elite again trying to equalize. Dead late. Reed up front, not able to get to this one. Waters not called for the handball as that looked as though it went off his arm. Centeno looking to challenge.